Like it was just exciting, and to see that they wanted those wins. They wanted those wins. And they went out there and they did what needed to happen to get those wins. I mean, we hate that we lost in a championship game, but it is what it is. So I was excited.
Right.
Bum City.
Not only excited about the wins that we got down there against quality ranked team, 14th ranked Indiana, and a quality West Virginia team that just took it out the number 3 team Gonzaga in the
Right.
tournament. But just excited to see how that PK's brand of ball is going to look once, you know what I'm saying? We got to see what it looks like when it's really rolling. So that was exciting to see that brand back, like Mika said, that Louisville brand of ball of getting up and down the court, throwing alley oops, and actually scoring in transition, which is something we haven't done in the
Right.
last 2 or 3 years.
Look
Getting
good.
points on a fast break, and playing the brand of basketball that Louisville fans are used to seeing. So I'm really excited. I was really excited. I was happy with it. You know what I'm saying? I was ecstatic that we won 2 games because I don't think going down our expectations was that high going down there. I thought
Right.
if we kept it close, was I think was our main frame of mind going down there playing against Indiana and you know what I'm saying, and whoever else. Just looking at the names that was in that tournament, I didn't expect much, so I was beyond ecstatic on how we finished in the tournament.
Right. Right. Look like a
Right.
team. Look like a team. Look good. Like
Exactly.
you knew what they was trying to do. The defense actually surprised me. Period. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I mean, this the aggressiveness, the steals, the blocks. They was in position, all that great stuff. Like you said, this to come and finish 2-1 and had a chance, to bring the
Yeah, was
championship
right there.
right there, right there.
Right. It was
Even
right. We was there.
right, right.
3 points the whole second half. It was like a 3 point game the whole second half.
Even with the major injury, you know
Yep.
what I'm saying? So that right there
Right.
was very, very impressive. Well, let's roll
Yeah.
into let's roll into what happened. What was it Tuesday night? Louisville against Ole Miss. Ole Miss wins 86-63. Uh, yeah, Mika, go ahead. What was your thoughts on this? I'm gonna let you go ahead, Mika J, to go ahead and take care of this.
Uh, well, we've talked about this since the very beginning. We depend too much on the three, and what's going to happen when those aren't landing, and that was obvious. That especially the first 5-7 minutes of the game, it was just like, oh, and even rain, nothing was going in. It was just like, okay, this is what kind of night we're on. They just totally didn't do what, and I get it. Luke Kaysen was a major factor. That was, I mean, he was missed.
Yeah,
So I don't know. Like I don't know how do you compensate for that type of loss?
right,
Right.
right. Bump City.
I think we got to see the effects of not having Pryor in the game against a physical team like Ole Miss.
Yeah,
When you got to play a physical brand of ball, which I thought, you know what I'm saying, I knew coming into the season that he was our best physical, you know what I'm saying, as far as physical player goes.
right.
And it really hurt. You got to see the effects of not having him against a physical team
Yeah.
like Ole Miss and a guy like Trey Davis that we used to be on our team that's a physical guy that
Killed us.
that really killed us on the inside. So when you got
Yes.
teams
Killed
that's
us.
playing on, you know what I'm saying, physical brand of ball, and we knew we was a perimeter orientated team anyway, and then when we lose our most physical presence, our most, you know what I'm saying, probably most like I said, yeah, the
Ah man.
most physical presence that we have on the team, it really hurt and it showed. That's the first game I think it really showed that we really needed Pryor this year, and I think we're gonna see that the effects of that the rest of the season, unfortunately.
Yeah. But not even just physicality. I mean, his energy changes the game
Exactly,
also.
energy
Like
and all
he's
it
always
does.
up in people's face. Like he's not scared.
He's the
He's
fire,
more
right?
aggressive.
True.
He's the fire on the team.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, that's true. The thing about it is that you kind of you thought it may happen as far as losing a key cog like that. Uh, Turn around, play hard, finish the game. It's different when you lose somebody while you're playing. Then all of a sudden you got
Yeah.
Right.
another game, right? And I think it's too early. I know school's about to end or whatever semester, so that because they need to go to the shop. They need to go to the
Right.
shop and they need to
You got to
reinvent the wheel.
readjust.
You're gonna have to
Yeah,
all
you
that
got
shooting
tweets.
them threes. You can't do that. You can't do that. You got to tell Terrence Edwards, dude, we brought you here. We actually paid for you to come here to be more of a scorer and instead of hesitant, Hadley, all that. I mean, you just got to tear it apart and rebuild it. And everybody should understand. I
You
mean,
do.
you got to think. Like I said, we'll talk about it, but you got to think. You would out really dudes that could be, let's say, 3 starters is done. Like one's coming back,
Yeah.
but that
Yeah.
ain't to January.
Yeah.
So you have
Yeah.
Right.
to adjust. And so shooting all them threes and then not going in and like we had Ole Miss in foul trouble in the first half and we
Right.
refused to capitalize on it. We continue to bail them out shooting threes.
Shooting
Once in a
jumpers.
while
Yeah.
the IQ has to grow. Because we saw it when we was
Yeah.
playing West Virginia and Oklahoma that the shot wasn't going. We started cutting to the basket, making passes, doing all this kind of stuff. We said, forget that. We're just going to shoot. And
Right.
against the SEC, and I would say this year you can. SEC reminds me of the Big East when we was playing in the Big
It's
East.
physical.
That
It's
all
physical.
the teams are bigger,
Oh.
stronger, and faster than any other leagues. And,
Yeah.
and,
Right.
and ACC was lucky to get 2 wins. Thank you, Clemson. Because I didn't
Yeah.
think they was
Thank
going to
you.
get any wins. Right, you know what I'm saying.
Right.
So, and you can tell the difference because I'm gonna tell you this: when we go back at the end of the end of the season, Ole Miss is gonna be a 500 team in that conference.
Yeah.
But they look like world beaters
Oh
against
yeah,
us.
probably.
They look like world
Right.
beaters
Yeah.
against us. Trey Davis, Trey, I'm gonna give you applause, Trey, because you know what you knew the assignment. You knew the
He
assignment,
did.
and Trey is nothing but 6'5", and they couldn't
That's
do
it.
anything with him. Anything. So
Physical.
let me ask y'all this, and we know that things got to change. Who y'all starting now? Who? It doesn't matter. Like who we start because Waterman, my gosh, oh my gosh, I think he needs to come off the
If
bench.
if
I'm so sorry.
if he's not hitting threes, he's pretty much obsolete.
Yes,
Yes.
And when he's not
Yes.
hitting, he can't
Yes.
defend. And I mean, it's
No.
early, but like going back to the Ole Miss game, PK, you have to start coaching them.
mm-hmm.
You gonna have to, like you said, you got to make some adjustments. You're gonna have to change your coaching philosophy, and like you said, you're gonna have to start calling some plays. You're gonna have to start
Right.
doing some Princeton cuts and Georgetown, backdoors. So you about to show you earn your money here this year, which I believe you got to. I
But I
believe you
tell
got
you
to.
this, another thing was turnovers hurt us also.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah,
that
yeah,
first
yeah,
half, come on. I
yeah.
don't know if Hadley had I don't know, Vaseline on his hands, but the ball just kept on going through his hands.
yeah,
I liked him. Like, but
Yeah,
after
yeah.
that, I was like, oh, I can't watch this. Like, I can't. Like, what
right,
did you come here to do? Like, I'm
Right.
confused.
right,
And passing out of
I don't
layups.
know. Like,
Had layups and was passing it out
right.
to a team that couldn't shoot
and that's
threes.
what made no sense. But he wasn't the only one because Edwards did it, Chucky did it. Take the damn
Yeah,
shot.
Right.
Let's
Get that
finish.
too.
If you that
right.
close to the rim, throw your floater. Let's
Yeah.
score.
Put it up.
Get
That
that
just
too.
Right.
wasn't their mind. I
Yeah,
don't know where, and what makes it bad is that I don't know where they've heard that they're a great 3-pointing team,
Ooh-wee.
but we're the worst in the league.
Yeah.
And they said that.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
The worst.
yeah.
Yeah. We shoot
But
too damn many
Like,
of them.
I would think that if you keep hearing that, PK, then that should be the focus of, hey guys,
Yeah.
no, we're not doing this anymore. Like, we're not doing that no more.
But you know what? You know it really hurt us in the preseason, in those preseason games. We was hitting.
Yep.
We
Yep.
was hitting. And so I believe that kind of
Yep.
played into our psyche that we're a 3-point shooting team because we're hitting so many of them.
Yep.
We couldn't miss in the preseason games. But we came out and teams
Remember,
really
because he was
started
like, oh my
defending.
God, we're a shooting
Yeah.
team.
Yeah. Well,
Right. But we was playing exactly.
his,
We was
his,
playing teams like, basically high school type teams
but you got to
High
think.
and
school
hitting
team.
threes.
his offense is predicated
Yeah.
on jump shooters, right? Really. I mean, if you go back and look at
Yeah.
Charles, it's predicated. You should already know that Haley wasn't no jump shooter. Trayor's not a jump shooter. Edwards is not. He's mid range and he ain't even going to that route. He's Jack. I don't know what
Right.
he's doing. Hepburn is a streaky shooter. You know what I'm saying? He because he's want to
Yeah.
pass and stuff. You only had Rain and Waterman, and then you gave Case and Pryor the green light, which is cool. But he's looking like trash out there shooting threes because he only hit like 2 or 3 on the
Yeah.
season. So it's like, dude,
Right.
and I know you're new, and I understand you got this money and stuff, but if you know you need shooters, go get some shooters, dude. Like this the
Yeah, you're
offense
gonna
is
have to.
it doesn't work. It doesn't work now. It does not work.
It
No, it
And
don't
doesn't work.
if you
and the
don't.
crazy thing is this, real quick. I'm sorry. The crazy thing is this: they can't hit free throws.
They can't.
That's ridiculous.
They can't. It's killing us. It's killing us. And
It's
your
killing us.
guards are missing the front ends of 1-and-1s. That's what's
Yeah,
killing me. Your guards are missing.
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't have
20,
that.
20 for 30 against Ole Miss, and how many of those was on the front
That's
ends?
the ball game. Right.
Yeah,
Right.
Right.
yeah. Change the whole
Yeah.
complexion. Speaking of change the whole complexion, Casey Pryor is done for the season. His knee. I don't know why it says Curran. It should be Corn. We'll change that. We don't make it like we got Curran on the team. Try to make it Corn
Right.
and Bubaka. Bubaka. He'll be back with a broken arm and things like this. Does that even? I mean, we know that too. The first two hurts. Abubakar, if you was
Right.
6'11" and jump out the gym like he does, but he's not. He's 6'4". He's
He's a
playing.
garbage man.
He's a garbage man. Like Hadley's playing a garbage man. Like he's like that's all I want to do,
Right.
and he can't. You can't do that. So my thing is with this injuries, man, and one coming back. What you get your rotation. You get your 8-man rotation because Big Frank the Tank, who's skinny Frank the Tank, he ain't playing because he ain't good. But what's your
Right.
thoughts on this injuries and the outlook of this?
Case and Pryor hurt us because, like we spoke on earlier, he was the most physical and fiery type guy that we had. I think he was the soul
Yeah.
of the
Right.
team. So that's
So
that's really
yeah,
hurting us right there.
yeah,
You know, he
Yeah.
rebound. He did everything for us. Rebounded, brought the ball up at times.
right.
You know, he played a major part for us. And Corey Johnson, I think we really need him as far as handling the ball, helping out Brent. You know what I'm saying on the guard responsibility tip.
Oh yeah,
And
Right.
another
Abubakar,
score.
you
Mhm.
know, you're right. He's more physical inside. He'll bring a physical presence, but like you say, he's only 6'4". And you're going against guys in the ACC that's bringing 6'7" forwards and 6'11" centers. So how much damage can we expect for him to come in and contribute? So it's going to hurt us because I think all three of those guys are better than probably Rain and like you said Waterman. So it's gonna play a major part on the season for us. I hate that. Seems like it only happens to us in
Only
football and
happens to
basketball. It seems
us.
like we always happens to us. I mean, it seems like we get season-ending
Right before the
injuries.
Kentucky game.
When I seen it right before the Kentucky game, so
Yeah.
that's just how it happens to us. So you know what I'm saying. I'm not surprised, but I just hate it for the season, man. That we not 100%
Yeah,
and we don't get to
Yeah.
see the true style of his first season, as far as PK goes, of
right,
of us being 100% team and everything pulling together for us.
right.
Yeah.
Make it what's your thoughts?
I hate it for the players also. I think because
Right.
Kaysen is a senior, right? It is Corn.
Hmm.
Corn's not though, right?
Right, he's a junior. Hmm.
Yeah. So for me, I hate it more for Kaysen. I do think that for our fan base, it sucks because we were really getting excited around basketball again. And
Yeah.
I don't want to say our season's over because maybe he can make the adjustments. Maybe they can get a little stronger on the inside. But Kaysen I think was major just because
Yeah.
of who he was. Because honestly, I hate to say it, but he was pretty much the floor general. The energy that he brought, the he did everything. Like Bump said, he would bring the ball up, and I'd be like, "Pass the ball!"
Right.
Like
Right.
Right,
Right.
you're not a guard.
right.
Right.
But
Right.
I don't know. So I am interested to see, how this
The adjustments.
really affects
Right,
us down the
right.
line.
Yeah. to me, I've been saying this for a minute. I didn't agree with him with the Muhammad guy and Kobe letting them on their scholarships when you got NIL. I thought you should have went ahead and utilized those scholarships. And this is when it first happened, when I knew they was going to be on scholarship, because I was thinking, okay, that's cool. You got 11, but you need 13 because you never know what happens. And when you have
Right.
Right.
NIL money, I'm not saying you go get the best of it. You can't always get that. Some people it's allocated, but you could have got two good role players to come in there, and no, they wouldn't have been. They're not. They wouldn't be casing. No, and they wouldn't be Corey.
Yeah.
I understand that, but they could be better with what we see out there. When you were reluctant to put out Frank out there because Frank is James, they twins, like basically, and
Right.
it's like you don't have another guard. When Corey went down, that was it.
Yeah. That was
Ray's not
it.
a
Yeah.
point guard. Why? You should always
No.
carry at least 3 point guards on your team, without a
Yeah.
doubt.
Right.
And you could have used another one and got somebody to play at EKU or somewhere as far as a power forward last year. Pay him whatever, just to have another body present inside to throw down where you have Hatley down there drowning. You could have had a 6'7", 6'8" dude with a little bit
Yeah.
of to get a bucket down low. So to me, I think that started off wrong. But then when you go into this, I'm really hoping that he does that. Sometimes you may need to play zone. When a team is
Yeah.
exposing
You.
you,
Yeah.
Yes.
shut it
Yes.
off. And that's what I was
Yes.
hoping he did against Ole Miss, and he didn't. It was open
Yeah.
24/7, and I was like, dude, switch the defense, do something, do some kind of resistance. So, like Bump said earlier, PK, I mean, granted it's your first year, but you're gonna have to make adjustment. And I'm with you, Mika. Like everybody wants to see this, and I feel sorry for not even just Kaysen. I feel sorry for all these other seniors that came here and
Oh
thought that they was
yeah.
going to be with their brothers to try to, because most
Yeah.
of these guys played in the NCAA tournament. This team right now is a NIT team, unless everything
Exactly.
changes and improve. I don't know.
And let me say this real quick. I know it's early in the season; they probably overlooked them, but Ole Miss only beat Grambling by 2.
Lord have mercy.
Did y'all know that?
Oh.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah. They only beat Grambling. You know what I'm saying? The HBCU by 2 points.
Yeah, yeah, damn. Yeah, that's. Thank you,
Well,
Bump.
I'll say
Thank
this
you, Bump,
though. I know that
for that lump.
everybody was mad
No
about
problem.
Dre Davis, but I liked Dre when he played for
Oh
Louisville.
yeah, he
I
was
thought he
hard.
was
Yeah.
tough then, and
Hmm.
I hated that KP didn't keep him. I was pissed about it, to be honest, that he
Yep.
didn't try to
Yeah.
make him stay here. So I think that Dre did what I would have done, just like
Went
how
for 30.
the girl for Oklahoma did
Yeah.
Louisville last
Peyton.
night. Did the girls like if I
Yeah.
get the opportunity to come back, I'm gonna dog y'all.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna show you what you're
Yeah.
missing. I'm gonna show you what
And
you're
the thing
missing.
about Dre
Yeah.
Davis is he's found his game because remember his freshman year here, he was shooting a lot of jumpers.
Yeah, he was. He
He was
Yes.
was.
trying to shoot up. He was shooting a lot of jumpers, and now he's developed that physicality to where he punishes on the inside.
The crazy thing
Yeah, he
is
killed
that
us.
he had the role model because he had Sutton. He was supposed to play like Sutton,
Yeah.
but he wanted to shoot jumpers and
Right.
stuff like that. But he was still, you can
Right.
still see that he had talent. But
He had potential.
Yes.
yeah. But
Yes.
yeah, he did his thing. Congratulations to
Uh,
all the former players that came back and did us in.
I know it did us.
Did us
Right.
in. Speaking of doing somebody,
Ooh.
woo wee, the Louisville Cardinals. What's going
Yeah.
on?
Yeah.
What's going on? What's going on? Went to Lexington and took everything. Took all the beer out of the stadium, the hot dogs, except for that player who went to get a hot dog. Took everything
Right.
away from them. Beat them up. This is the first time Louisville's beaten them up in a long time. Louisville 41, Kentucky 14. Smash mouth football is finest. And you see the growth of Braun. Braun normally wants to throw for
Right.
300 some yards. We still gonna throw it, son. Let me pull it back. Smash mouth. Two running back, two freshmen, true freshmen, ran all over them. Killed them. They didn't want nothing. It's so bad when you see that one play when Weinstein from Owensboro comes in there on fourth down at 13 and he runs 7 yards and peels out. He didn't want to get hit. Done.
Right.
Done. Cutter Bowley looked like a freshman. Like, look garbage. Look garbage. I hate to say that. Hope you, young man, I hope
Yeah.
you healthy. Took a beating. Beat them
He
up
did.
royally. Thank you, Coach Brom. You knew the
Yes.
assignment. You took care of the assignment.
He did.
Mika, what's your thoughts on this glorious win?
I say that we did what I said we was gonna do. I told you it was gonna be an offensive game, and it was. And technically, guys, if we didn't get that fumble, my score was gonna be in the game. My score was
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah,
accurate.
Okay.
But
yeah,
because of that
Okay.
fumble that he returned, it gave us that extra 7 points. So we said as long as every cylinder was on, we was gonna go in there and dominate, and it happened. Everybody was defense was killing them, offense was doing their thing, special teams. It was a great day, and it was
mm-hmm.
It
freezing.
was.
It was freezing
Yeah.
cold out there, and they came ready to whoop ass. Kudos,
And
Yeah.
they
And they
did,
did.
and they did, and they did.
and they did.
No doubt.
Yeah, bump.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. I was ecstatic, man. I'm pissed off that they scored 14 on us. But other than that, man, I think, bro, like you said, Brom, he gets it. He understands that as a Louisvillian, what this game means to the fans, and like from going back from last year, how this game last year put a damper on our season. You know,
Yeah,
you lose to a Kentucky team, which you should have won the game, and you
yeah,
lose to it.
Right.
You
yeah.
go into the off season with that's a whole year's wait. You got to wait for that game.
Right.
So I'm really glad that we got a coach that doesn't play the game down, that gets it, that understands what it means to us as fans, and you know what I'm
Yes.
saying, the importance of it, and what it meant to the city that we came with down there and dominate and had they stands empty by the end of the third quarter.
Woo.
They was
We'll
gone.
get it. We'll get it
That's
that.
what I love to
We'll
see.
get it that. We will get in that. We will
Hey,
definitely get in that.
I love seeing them stands empty.
We would get into that. And that was empty
No doubt.
early on. Early
Early.
on. Yeah,
Early.
early. I mean, this impressive, man. This impressive, especially when you knew that a team has beat you 5 times. And let's not forget, Kentucky fans, Louisville beat y'all 5 or 6 times in a row. So let's not
Right.
Yeah.
get it like, they act like they
Yeah.
invented the wheel. No, you
Yeah.
didn't. You
Right.
didn't. And y'all did what y'all had to do, that kind of stuff. But Louisville, man, looked so impressive. You could tell they was focused
Yeah.
from the get go. When my guy McDonald took the ball out of the running back, I said it's all good. Tell them that
Yeah. Yeah.
stuck it, and we didn't even
Hey,
score on
It
that
out of his
drive.
hands.
that that and that pick up the scuba score, I believe, was the plays of the game. That changed the
Oh,
Sure.
tone of the game.
woo!
Yeah,
Well,
early,
Yeah.
and Kentucky has stolen the momentum from us, and
right.
with that pickup and fumble recovery for a touchdown, that
Oh, it's
changed us back in
major.
our
That
It
put
direction.
it.
changed the game
That
again.
that
Yeah,
put it
that
back to
changed the
27
momentum.
to 7. That put it back to 27 to 7. So yeah, all
Yeah.
that kind of
Exactly.
stuff. But to me, the what really said it to me is that this was the first time in a long time you saw the offensive and defensive line whip the shit out of Kentucky's offensive and defensive
Yeah.
line.
Hmm.
For years they didn't win it because Kentucky was a more physical team and dominate. What we didn't even hear Mr. Walker's name called all
You
night.
didn't. You
Mr.
didn't
Top 10. Didn't hear him at all. You didn't hear
at
Mr.
all.
Weaver. Hell, I didn't
You
see
didn't.
Weaver until he was on his knee.
Trying to fight. Trying to
Or
fight.
until he was trying to fight.
Right.
Look, get
Right.
off me, dude. Whatever, man. Go, bro. Y'all lost. It is what it is, and it's crazy because you can tell Jeff school them. Don't get in under that bullshit. Don't worry about that. They going once they get down, they're gonna start fighting, all this kind of stuff, everything. And everything came, man. Hey, Jeff, hey, hats off to you, my brother. Cause
No
you
Yeah.
doubt.
you
No
did
doubt.
it. You
Yeah.
did it. And really, let's be real. This score could be worse. It could have been 60 something. We
It
left
should
some
have probably. It
points.
probably should have
We
been.
left some points on the field. Big
We
time.
did.
We did. We
But,
did.
but we'll take it though. We'll take it. We'll
Hey.
take it. We'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it. All right. We can't be reminiscent without talking about this, man. Isaac Brown and Duke Watkins, man. These dudes are special, and it's ridiculous because you have to really pay attention because it's 25-26. because both of them got jets,
Yeah.
and they gone. So the question to you guys: best tandem? I mean, I know they freshmen, and we done had some good ones. If not, who were or are or were the best tandem in your eyes that you've seen that played at the same time at
Okay.
Louisville? But I'm gonna start with you. I know you.
I'm gonna go with I don't know if they're better than them, but I'm gonna go with Michael Bush and what was the running backs coach a couple of years ago? That was
Kobe Smith.
Kobe Smith. That was a dynamic duo that was in the backfield for us. Now I don't know if they're more explosive as Brown and Watson, but that was a great 1-2 punch that we
Another
had going at that
NFL.
time.
Another
Yes, it
NFL. Yeah,
was. Yes, it was.
yeah, I like that. Mika, what you thinking?
Well, here, I don't know people's names like that, so I'm gonna go with
Uh-huh.
them, and I'm gonna go with them because didn't Isaac set the record for U of L for most freshman yards for
Right,
most yards
Hmm.
as a freshman? So
Right.
right.
you have to say it's him because he did what no one else has done. He even shattered Lamar's record.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna go with them.
You can't go wrong. This is excitement. Duke Watkins has already done said that pretty much on Instagram that he's coming back. He's tired
Yes.
of being asked, all that kind of stuff. Isaac did the Sonic and Knuckles tweak with them too, all this kind of stuff. We've been hearing a little chirps that pretty much deals already been struck to keep them. We already lost the backup guy to them. He Turner and Cheney and the other guy declared today.
Yeah.
What was Lacey? What is
Lacey's
Lacey?
he's a
He's
What
receiver.
position
He's
does
a
he play?
receiver. He's a
Okay,
receiver.
he's
Yeah, yeah,
coming
but
yeah,
back.
he's
yeah,
He's
coming
coming
back
back.
also.
yeah, yeah. But as far as running backs, all three of them other
Yeah.
dudes, Kiwan and all them, said we out of here. So you're gonna have to
Yeah.
tap and do all this stuff. But to me, I remember. You remember when we had um, Frank Moreau,
Frank. Yeah.
Eric
Yeah.
Eric
New York
Shelton,
Jets.
Eric
Eric. Yeah.
Shelton, and I
Monster.
think
Monster.
and I think Gates. Wasn't Gates the other one? Like they had a three
I
headed
believe
monster. They,
that was tough. It was
they
tough.
had a three-headed, but
That was tough.
I don't think nobody's more explosive than these two.
Right.
Like it
Yeah.
makes no difference who's in there. If they get an inch outside, you
Crease.
not catch them.
You can forget it. You can forget it.
It's
Yeah.
gone. It's
Yeah.
gone.
You can forget it.
Very, hey man, whoever recruited them, I don't know if it's Barkley because sometimes different position will
Yeah.
recruit.
Right.
Whoever brought them needs a raise big time in the same class, and you followed up with Jones and Garindo.
Yeah. Yeah. We
Come on,
becoming
man.
running back you.
Hey,
Yeah.
let's keep it going.
Yeah.
Let's
Let's
keep
keep
let's
it.
keep it going. Let's keep it going. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Our old guy, our guy. Did Ron English save his job after these past two games, beating Pitt to a pulp,
Yep.
crushing UK. Like I said, UK for them two bombs and different things like that. That did it. Mika, what's your thoughts on Mr. English?
Yes. I told you. I thought that Ron saved his job when he went in there and we beat Clemson.
Clemson?
And that was a
Yeah.
defensive game. That's why we beat them. I do believe unless he decides to leave on his own, but I think that Brom is keeping him.
You didn't think Stanford kind of took away a little
I
bit?
no, because I think Stanford was just one of them things that happens, where teams just break down.
Yeah.
He has too many flats. Bump, what you thinking?
I'm kind of 50-50. I was proud of the job he did the last two games, the
Okay.
Clemson game. He showed flashes that it's in him, but we can't have letdowns because I mean, just the what ifs. If we would have beat,
What?
if the what ifs, if we would have went on and did what he had to do against Stanford,
Yeah.
and you have one guy that kills you, 15 catches and 3 or 4 touchdowns.
True freshman.
And true freshman at that. And we knew we was much better than Stanford coming into the game. Had a lead in the fourth quarter and let
Yeah.
it
14
slip away. We
points.
just played an all around terrible game. Just wasn't the defense. The offense stuttered. Play calling was suspect that game. And then just the games that we put on far as offensively that the defense just didn't show up. I'm proud of the last couple of games. So
Hmm.
if he gets rid of them and brings somebody else in, I wouldn't be mad. But if he kept him, I can't say I would be all that mad because he showed flashes, and I think he knows next year coming in, you got to tighten up.
That
Yeah,
part. I think he
yeah.
knows
Right.
his head is on the block.
He
Yeah.
does. He does.
Yeah.
I think
He
the
knows.
major problem to me is like, I mean, who's coming back on the defense? Because you
Um,
had veterans. You had like you've been here for 2 years.
Yeah.
You done had veterans, right? That the defense the first year, then they fell apart towards the end. This year had some hiccups. Then they pulled it together. Like to me, it's going to be like who's coming back because these are new people that you're gonna have to teach and mold and train. And I know people do that, but transfer portal makes it where you may have nobody come back except like freshmen or sophomores that
Right.
didn't play, and that's kind of
right.
scary. That's kind of because I trust Brown with that kind of scenario versus Ron English.
Right.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So I mean, the last two games, hey man, you did your thing,
Yeah.
and the
You gotta give him
boys,
a hand. You gotta give him a
the
hand.
boy, the boys was with you. They did their thing. I'm just like, man, we can't have any more none of them Stanford stuff. And I know it happens,
No.
but we can say a lot of other stuff for other games like that we like if we play SMU again, would we beat them? Would we play Miami? Would we beat them? Like that kind of stuff. But
No.
the defense would have turned up a little bit because that those defense, especially SMU, they didn't stop whole water. And we know
Nothing.
they didn't do nothing against freaking Miami. Like you gotta have something. And it was like no
Yeah.
resistance at all.
Yeah.
And then you see these other teams, not talking about SU, but you take like Syracuse coming there and take care of business against
Yeah.
Miami. You're like, is Syracuse better than Louisville? I would love to
Right.
play them and knock them in their mouth, that kind of stuff. But really, I'm glad I'm not the head coach because they got a bond. He's gonna have to make a decision at the end of the day
A
Yeah.
hard decision.
what
A
you want to
very hard
do
decision.
what you want
Yeah.
to do. And that needs to happen quickly. Because if he's
Yes.
not gone within the next week or so, he ain't going nowhere. Unless he wants
No.
to, like Mika said, unless he wants to step down and go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Right. Because you got they recruiting right. They out recruiting
Yep.
right now.
Yep.
And
Yes.
so you got a bowl game coming up, and so he's gonna let him coach. If he's coaching the bowl game, he's gonna be coaching next year.
Yeah.
Put it that
Yes.
way.
Yeah. Unless somebody comes to get him. Otherwise, yeah. Yeah, you're
Right.
right. You're
Yeah.
absolutely right. But hey, I hear you, Ron, man. Way to bounce back, Ron. Way to bounce back. Gotta give him props big time, for real, for real. Let's see what we have here. We got here. What we got next? Let's go. Oh, well, we've been seeing his name rock and roll through the coach's meal. If Brian Brom leaves, what direction should Jeff Brom take? Because we know that Jeff is still calling it. So it's almost
Yeah.
more like, do we still let Jeff? Because, I mean, that offense is humming.
Right.
So does it really even make a difference?
No.
Who's behind there?
It doesn't.
Bump, go ahead, Bump. Go ahead.
It doesn't. I said all year long that Brian's in he has the best seat in the house watching the game and getting paid all that money.
Yeah.
We see Jeff calling the plays. Jeff is a play caller. That's what he does.
Yeah.
So I mean, I understand getting your brother paid. Nepotism at its finest. But
Yep.
if I don't think we miss a beat if he's gone. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
sure he has a relationship with some of the offensive players. Sure, yeah, you out there on the field with them, and you know what I'm saying. You running Jeff's plays, but at the end of the day, on Saturdays, we know who has that play sheet up to their mouth calling those plays in. Now Brian might call. Now, now Brian might call down and tell him I see this, and you might want to look at this. But we know at the end of the day, it's Jeff that has the final say and is going to call it on the field.
So what you
So
saying?
he won't miss a beat.
So what you saying? He could put his son Brady up her and get
I,
like like
hey,
like
what they say?
like Petrino used to do
Get,
after he lost Paul after he lost his brother. He didn't give a shit.
hey, maybe a girl said, "Should I call him? Treat him like such and such?" No, I didn't say that. No, I didn't say that.
He
Hey,
said.
should I treat him? You remember that? No, didn't say that. But I'm sure he'll bring in somebody quality. I'm sure he'll bring somebody quality in.
Let's give Brady a chance now. Mika, what your thoughts?
Hey,
I agree with Bump. I don't think it's gonna be a difference. I honestly though, I think that if I was an offensive coordinator, I
Hmm.
don't know if I would want to come into Louisville knowing that Jeff is who's calling those plays. I mean, because now what happens? Are you going to be bumping heads all the time?
Right.
So
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know how you play that. Like, I don't
You
know.
know,
I don't know how that will work.
you hit it. You hit it on the head because to me, I'm thinking even if Jeff, I mean, even if Brian goes, you get McGee. Garrett McGee goes up to the offensive coordinator because he's used to it because Petrino was calling the damn plays when he was offensive coordinator.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
He's used to it, right? So it's like you don't have
Yeah.
to go
Right.
far. You because
Yeah.
I'm with Mika. Like if you try to break, so I'm not applying for that unless
I'm
I'm
with you.
somebody who has this little bit of experience and I want to learn from Jeff and he thinks I'm a
Right.
smart
Right.
whiz kid because I can say, hey, well, give me a chance because Dabo Sweeney does that too. Like a lot of them dudes and different things on defense, Dabo
Yeah.
does that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm with you, but I think you just go with Garrett and say, hey, man, come on up here, bro. You quarterback coach, come on up. You know what the deal is. I'm calling plays. Don't say shit.
Right.
Don't say shit.
Yeah. Just
Get
tell me what
get
you seeing on
paid.
the field.
Get
Let me know
paid.
what the defense is doing. Yeah. Let
Get
me know
paid.
the defensive tendencies.
All right.
That's
Hey,
it.
can you imagine that conversation that he had with Ron when he told him to bring his ass on the field? Because because Jeff is on the
Oh.
field calling the plays. He's the head coach and he's calling the
Right.
plays. He's like, man, get your ass on the field. Come on, bro. Put that old
The
fashioned
question
down.
is, do y'all think Ron? Yeah. Did that help Ryan being on the field? Y'all think throughout the season,
Ooh,
coming from the
good
booth?
one. Good one.
That's
Maybe.
a good question.
Perception,
Yeah.
perception
Maybe.
wise,
Yeah.
I think
May I mean,
perception
Right.
wise,
especially if his object is to be a head coach, then yeah, I think
Yeah.
that helped him.
and he's down there get the heartbeat of his players. He's
Right.
obtainable. He's reachable where he can say, "Hey,
Yeah.
Mika, hey, you went this way. You need to come on and do the stay in the
Yeah.
game." And they can see him and feel him. Because to me, I think
Right.
Right.
the other assistant coaches need to be up to the top versus the coordinators.
The
You
off
know,
exactly.
Right.
come
Right.
on, because they need to be
Yeah.
your eyes anyway. You trust them. You got them on your staff. So yeah, I think it really helped for the players
Right.
more than him, and it basically helped
Yeah.
him to probably keep his job. Good,
Yeah.
good,
Yeah.
good question. Yeah, that's on point. That's on point. Well, you hit it, bum. Let's get it because everybody always try to throw stones at Louisville.
Right.
Party
Right.
town, USA, and all this kind of stuff like that. That Kentucky crowd was abysmal. Not even at the end of
Terrible.
the game, beginning of the game. Like they
Right.
knew, like they was already. Like when you saw it, you're like, this doesn't look like how they always pump it and all that. That
Yeah.
look like garbage. We could have left at halftime, or actually first quarter and got seats, like prime
Yeah.
seats. And
Yeah.
what the
Yeah.
hell? What the hell, Mika? What's going on? What's going on with the rivalry game? Ain't Kentucky supposed to be SEC? What's your thoughts on the crowd?
I mean, I think. Well, here's what we know is
Mhm.
that they done got other ass whoopings and they ain't left. It's
Right.
because it's
Right. Right.
us.
Go Obama. They changed their hats and
Right.
everything.
Yeah.
Because it was us and it was freezing. So
Let's go.
I mean I would have left too. Like, oh, is that what y'all came to do? It's too cold for
Right.
this foolishness. I'm going home.
Right.
They were like, you stoops.
Yeah.
Bum.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Hey, I think for first part, because we know Louisville Kentucky's a major rival game, and even when they sucking like they've been doing the whole year, they still show up to them Louisville games. I think as
Yes.
part they trying to send a message. They want to get rid of Stoops. So I think not showing up played a major part of them not being happy with Stoops. And then, like you said, Mika, when you start getting that ass tapped by your rivalry, and they know it's no comeback. Let's go home and shovel some horse shit or something. We go on back. We go on do
Go on
something
back
else. You know what I
yonder.
mean?
Go back
Yeah,
yonder.
going back yonder. Hit on back yonder. Let's
Yonder,
hit on back
yeah.
yonder.
We,
Shit.
we losing
Yeah,
money.
right.
Yeah.
We losing
Like, I'm
money.
losing
So
money for this foolishness. I got a horse to sell. Like, what?
right.
Right. Hey, if I was
Right,
there,
right,
if I was there, I'd have left after they took that ball. I was like, nah, it ain't today. It's not today.
man.
And you know what's
Not
so
today.
crazy?
Not today.
And I'm with you. I'm with both of you guys because I really do think that they knew the product was shitty. They knew. I mean, they knew it was coming without a doubt. But they also wanted to send a message that we do not support this Stoops. We had you to
Right.
be 500. That's all we care about. 6-6, 7-5. But
That's
to
it.
beat Louisville, and you failed miserably, big time. So it's crazy because I remember several games, the rivalry games at Louisville, and at halftime I'm gone. Like, nah, dude, I ain't signed up for this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
they got 40 already. Like, what's going
Right.
on? Like, I don't want to see this. Like, and it's
Right.
Right.
crazy. But for y'all to talk a big game and all this kind of stuff, it was a beautiful sight to see. That's what I'm gonna say. It was a
It
beautiful
was.
sight to
It
see.
was.
It
Because
really
if nothing
was.
else, they wanted to spoil our season. If they beat
Yeah.
us that game,
Oh
even though
yeah.
they still wouldn't been bowl eligible, they can
Oh
say
yeah.
we beat y'all.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
terrible
And that's all
Kentucky
they
team,
care
the worst
about.
team.
Right.
Right, that's all they care. We
Let me.
technically every year, whether they say it or not, we are truly their Super Bowl.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh
We
yes.
are.
You can't win no other games
No,
except
Yes.
for the when you play against Saint Vincent de Paul and
that's it. Murray State.
freaking Catholic Charities. You playing against them teams? Yeah, you can beat them.
Right.
You can, all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. Let me ask you guys: Did old boy? And I think we might have talked about this. Did old boy try to throw people off, or this? When he named, talking about Stoops, when he named Cutter Bowley a true freshman, who probably people probably saying he's better than these other dudes, play him. Was that like a last ditch to try to say, even though he ain't going to work and they owe him so much money? Was that to shut his fans base, or even to make them come? Because if he didn't start, he's a
Right.
homegrown. If he didn't start, it
He
probably been
Alexis
less
Catholic.
people. Yeah, it probably been less
Right.
people. Do y'all guys think that he was like a does he even care anymore? I don't even think he care anymore. For real. I don't know.
I don't know.
My sources told me that the starting quarterback for the season, he was done. They said he was done pretty much after the Georgia game. They had took so many hits that he's like, I'm just happy to come off the bench at number three.
Yep.
And you know what I'm saying, send me on back. Did you hear also that
Mm-hmm.
he's planning on going back to Georgia and helping coach there, being a coach
Oh
there?
And,
So
wow.
and
he was
he's
done.
but
Yeah,
hold on. And the crazy thing, he's got one more year left.
yeah, he's done. He's done with football. He was done with football after I think the Georgia game. They said, and so I think Stoops knew he had one coming. So go ahead and throw paint on the wall and see what sticks. Let's
Yeah.
go ahead and
Mm.
try to prepare for the future. Go ahead and get him lathered up for next year. Throw him to the
Right.
wolves because, like you know, what I'm saying it's not gonna be no more pressure on you than this game right here. So
Get your
we're
papers,
not
bro.
expected to win anyway. Yeah,
Get your
go ahead and come on
get your
out and see what
get
you
your
do.
transfer papers, baby.
Yeah,
Because you done lost both your star receivers.
yeah, both of them. Don't be
Yeah.
surprised if one of them end up here.
They're supposed to be Brown.
Mm.
But I'll
Man,
take Key over Brown though.
which one's the punt returner, the look fast one?
Brown, the fast dude.
Brown. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
why. That's why I told the mayor. He was like, "Why would y'all do that when your mail boy came and he didn't do nothing?" I said, "Well, let me tell you something. Brown and them is better than him. I mean, let's keep it
Oh
real.
yeah.
Because Brown could be
Right.
your kickoff returner. Dude's fast as
Right.
hell. We
He
just know
is.
how to utilize people. That's all. Y'all
Right.
just don't that type of stuff like that. Mickey, you think it was a game he was trying to play?
Well, to be honest, I'm gonna just be all the way 100 with y'all. Y'all know I don't like UK, so I don't really know nothing about them. I don't follow them. I don't watch them ever, except when they lose to somebody. So I don't
Right.
even know who plays for them.
Right, right. Well, let me ask you this. I can flip it for you. If Brown would have started a true freshman, like if he started Pierce Clarkson, who's not a true freshman, in this rival game, who did never play, what was been your thoughts though?
I mean, I think we would have been like, what the hell? Like, why would you do that?
Right.
Because
Right.
this is a major game
Especially
and
this game.
everyone knows how intense this game is. So you kind of threw that kid to the wolves.
Right.
And he
Right.
did because right now that kid's confidence has to be shot.
Oh, it's a
He threw
wrap.
what two
Yes.
or three? Yeah, he
Yes.
threw two interceptions and got
Yes.
knocked out of the game.
Yeah.
So he's going into next season with a shaking gun.
Yeah.
A shaking gun, and he's got the papers for the transfer portal already at his desk. Like I don't
Right.
know what I don't know what I'm gonna do. You know that kind of stuff. Nah, you right. Hey, way to answer that, Mika. Yeah, that's how you do it. Like, hey, what's going on? What the hell is up?
Yeah.
What the hell is up? Where we going, guys? Now we talked about this before, and we talked about where we want to go. And it brings back that Stanford shit to me. I'm sorry, I'm cussing. It brings
Yeah.
back that Stanford shit to me because we blew it up to. I'm not even really talking about the playoffs by itself because everybody else lost. We'd have been right in the thick of things,
We
but
would have.
you just can't lose that. And like we talked about it before, that there was a possibility, but we saw something. The Clemson game, we ready to rock and roll, and we fell on our face, but we bounced back. So Florida? We want a Gator Bowl, Tennessee Bowl. What's the preference? And if it's something close, are y'all going?
If it's something close, I wouldn't mind. I would. I mean, I prefer us to go to a Gator Bowl. Like if we have to, most fans like it warm. Like
Mhm.
it's the
Yeah.
holidays. Get on up out of here. Like if they get that opportunity to get that bowl, yes. But if they do get something local, then yeah, Memphis or Nashville, you know.
Definitely doable. Definitely
Mhm.
doable.
Right.
Bump City.
My son, he's in Nashville, so I would like, you know what I'm saying? If they went to Nashville, I would probably go to the bowl in Nashville. But
Right.
for the fans' sake, and you know what I'm saying, and just for the players' sake, I like to see them go somewhere warm and experience a nice, truly bowl. You know what I'm saying? Nice bowl in Florida,
Yeah.
Gator Bowl or something like
Yeah.
that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But for personal reasons, I like to see them in Tennessee somewhere.
Right. 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 Ain't nothing wrong. I'll be right. I'll be telling your ass.
Yeah, hey, we can roll together.
Where
Staying
my
at
nephew
Jay's
at?
crib.
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
staying at Jay's crib.
Hey, Jay. What's going on,
Yeah,
nephew?
yeah,
But
right.
all right. So let's go this way because I'm with y'all. Florida definitely warm, warm, warm. If not Nashville, something like that, close, big time. So real quick before we get off here, what conference would you like to play? Bump. What
Mm.
conference would you like to play?
I would love not so much conference, a
Our,
team.
our team. Our team. Let's go with team. What
Right.
team? Let's
Right.
open it up like that. Team.
I think the interest, as far as our fans and Colorado, also our team will be Colorado.
Ooh,
Yep.
Even
wait.
though, even though I don't believe that Coach Prime will let his son Travis Hunter play
They
because
wouldn't play
you
No.
know it's be a smart decision. But they would pack a heck of a fan base because it'll be their first bowl game
in
in
years.
years. And just having Coach Prime down there would be a major, major, you know what I'm saying,
Period.
attraction, a draw.
I
And
like
so,
that.
I think our fans will be interested in playing a team like that. And just on the national level, because, everybody watches Prime play, his teams
Right.
play.
Right.
So I know all eyes will be on us when we play that game, well, us and
I
them,
like that.
to see how it turned out with their first bowl game. And then our fans will pack their interest just by playing Colorado. So I would love to see us play Colorado.
I like that. I like that. Mika, what you thinking?
That's who I thought. That's who I've been
Let's say
thinking since
Uh-huh.
the season started. I feel like we're pretty equally matched. I think it'll be a
Right,
good game. Even though I don't, like you said, I don't think that Hunter or Shador will play, but I still would
right,
love to just just because it's Coach Prime. Like
my
right,
honestly, I would
guy.
go just because of that because
Right.
right,
it's
Right.
Deion
right,
Sanders. Like what the hell? And
That's my guy.
even if his
Yeah.
kids ain't playing, even if they're not going to play, they're going to be on the field. Like who's not
right,
going to want to be in that type of atmosphere?
right. And celebrities gonna come and check them out by it being their
Ooh.
first bowl
Yes,
game. Yeah,
yes,
so that would be
I,
all the way
yes.
live.
I like that. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. To me, if you can't get Colorado or somebody like that, give me, and I'm just gonna, and I'll throw a conference for this. Give me a top sure like SEC. Everybody wants to
Okay.
say SEC team is, all that because it's a lot of them ranking, a lot of them, and you see that Ole Miss Kiffin's been talking
Yeah.
cash about the ACC. Give me him. Give me Ole Miss. Come on. We don't
Right,
play jump. Come on over. Let's see. Let's go. Because I think we may have more players playing in this game than you guys will for sure. So like let's go ahead and do it.
right.
But I love that prime time. That's my dude. That's Florida State was my team.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
would love that, and that
yeah,
would sell out everybody. Man, we talk about
Oh, everywhere.
people be taking
yeah.
out second and third mortgages.
Right, right,
Right.
I'm good. Man, you couldn't even afford to pay me
right.
$20, but you there. Man, yeah, okay, yeah. I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. That's good stuff. All right, let's go. Mika, what you leaving the people with?
Um, we got a big game coming up, right? In a couple weeks, next
Against Duke.
weekend, right?
We
Basketball.
play Duke. When's that?
Uh,
We played Duke. We played
we do
Duke
play Duke Sunday. We play Duke
Sunday.
Sunday.
The other big game, and
Sunday,
I was
we'll
Sunday.
talk
originally
about that. So go ahead.
I was originally very excited for that game. I'm no longer very excited
Yeah.
for that game.
Mm, mm, mm.
um,
Right.
but I mean, we probably need. We just talked about this. We probably need these bruises just to toughen us up. So
Yeah.
let's
Right.
go, Cards. I hope that we come out and we're ready to play and that we are attacking the rim.
Right.
Damn, Mika, you shit. Yeah, yeah. Well, we'll have a show before that 14, but you're right. We have a big one Sunday. God, Mika, why you had to bring it? I thought I was forget. Ugh. Anyway, Bump, what you
Yeah.
thinking? What you
Nope.
got? What you think?
Uh. Hey, I'm happy the football season ended the way it did. As far as basketball,
Same.
I'm anxious to see the adjustments that PK makes, and hopefully, you know what I'm saying, that these guys can play hard and make the most of, you know what I'm saying, the season that's been, you know what I'm saying, cut, you know what I'm saying, cut with injury so far and taken away from, you know what I'm saying, the possibilities of the season. So I'm hoping he makes adjustments on the fly, and I'm looking forward to see, you know what I'm saying, how we come out Sunday and play against a tough Duke team.
Yeah. Shout out to Mika for real. For real for Duke because I want to recap that, but I'm glad we didn't. But no, I'm eager to see that. Like it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
Injuries are part of the game. We're gonna know what this team is built on. What they built of, and then
Right.
in PK, like everybody, we're gonna see from head to toe. What are you doing? What's gonna
Yeah.
happen? And you can't play good competition at the Yum Center and get blown out and expect people to watch that.
Right.
That and we know we are one of the best, if not the best, as far as intelligent fan bases. We understand injuries and we hate it. It happens all the time to us. Like Bump said
It
earlier,
does.
all the time. So what are you
It
gonna
does.
do? We don't mind.
Well,
Like
I
we,
think that you have to remember though that adversity builds character. So
Right.
this is gonna show us who we really are. Like if you guys can take these bumps and bruises, this because it's still very early in the season. We know the season goes to March. Like
March.
get in
Hopefully.
here, take these bumps, make the adjustments, do what needs to be done, and let's go out here and play ball. And here's another thing that I need everyone to remember. Let's say that we aren't the best team. I don't care as long as you go out there and you hustle and you grind every
that's
play.
Yeah,
We're
give
not a
exactly
yeah,
give
give
up
me
well.
the
team
effort. Give me the
like we've
effort. Give me the
been.
effort.
But that's the whole
Yeah.
Like,
thing. That's the whole thing to me. Is like no one will say we accept losing, but if you're trying, if the you like,
Yeah.
compete.
I didn't see that same hustle and drive when we played Ole Miss. I
Right.
didn't. I'm sorry, I didn't. I need to see that against Duke. You can lose by 20 and you going hard, and we know that you got short. Then be like, okay, they still fighting, they still going. Everybody,
Right.
it was almost like, and it was a shell shock. You lost your brother, and then your
And
other
I think
brother.
that was like you
Yeah,
said, that was that immediate shell shock.
yeah,
That
shell
was
shock.
trauma. They
And
was
Yeah,
then
going
we
through
got
and
trauma.
then
we
Corin,
came out
then
playing
hold
three
on,
games in a
and then
row.
Corin didn't announce after that. I'm not
Yeah.
coming back. It's all this shit. Yeah, go ahead, Bump. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, but and also we played those 3 games in 3 days, then come back
Yeah,
traveling from Bahamas. All that takes a toll. But like you
it
said,
does.
you want to see the effort.
Effort.
You know what I'm saying? Better effort. Just like we said, give me effort and a losing effort, and I can accept that. But don't come
I can
out
accept
flat
that.
and just look like you're not interested in the game.
Yeah.
That's unacceptable. That's when I turn
And
off the
you're gonna have
TV
to.
when we get down by.
No, go ahead, Bob. Go ahead. My bad.
I say that's when I turn off the TV when we get down by 6 points and you don't look like
Yeah.
you giving a
Right.
damn out there.
Yeah, and you're gonna have to defend
Right.
the young, bro. Like for real, that is one of
Yeah.
the best home court advantage. Period. And you guys got to realize you're not a visiting team. This is your home. Play
Yeah.
like
You
Right.
it
have to defend it.
is. Defend it.
People are
And
not coming. That's two blowouts
Yeah.
in a row at home.
against good
You
teams,
can't have it
nah, you
against
can't have
great
it.
Can't
teams.
have
Right.
that.
And then you got one who just
Right.
coming off a victory against a team that everybody probably thought they was going to lose because they lost to Kentucky. So they
Hmm.
come in sky high on Sunday, ready to rock and roll. What you gonna do?
Ready to
Yeah.
rock and roll.
What you gonna do?
Yep.
Right.
Mika, before we get off here, you got to do your L's up, man. Quit playing.
Go Cards.
All right, we holler at you guys. Thank you for joining. Peace out.
Peace.